Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Today is day 6 of 15 days English speaking challenge. And remember, this challenge is for you to build a base to start speaking in English by 2026. So we are starting with December 2025 and we are trying to build a base in 15 days of 2025 so that we can start speaking in English confidently and fluently in 2026. So guys, you have to pay attention and you have to focus on these 15 days. Give your best, try all the things which I mentioned for all the days, and you'll definitely see a lot of difference in your speech, in your confidence, in your fluency. So day 1 to day 5 was level 1 or for beginners, basically how to begin with, how to start speaking in English or how to start building up on your English speaking skills. So it was majorly on vocabulary building. So whatever was there, it was all to help you out with vocabulary building or building your vocabulary and start speaking with that vocabulary. Okay, now day 5 to day 10 is level 2. And this is called intermediate level, you can say, and we are going to focus more on listening and speaking. Okay, this is going to be a little more challenging than what we did earlier, so you have to pay attention, you have to be focused. Okay, but don't worry, it's not difficult at all, but you have to be consistent and focused to get maximum benefit out of it. Okay. So today's session, I'm going to talk about what all things you need to do at day 6 in order to improve on your English speaking skills. Okay, so on that note guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel. Like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So let's begin. So guys, for day 1 to day 5, I'm not going to recap here. Okay. It was basically on how to build on your vocabulary and how to start speaking with those words and chunks of words and working on your vocabulary and pronunciation and sentence construction along with grammar. Okay, you can go back and watch all my videos to know things in detail. Okay, now today let's focus on day 6. What all things we need to do, right? Let's start. Now here I assume that you're aware of a lot of words and you know how to use those words in your sentences and how you know how to describe any scenario with chunks of words and using those chunks of words in your sentences. So this is what I've spoken about in a nutshell, right? These are the activities which I have spoken about, and for word building it was Scramble and Pictionary and naming the words in English. So those things I have told. So those activities are more than enough for you to start building on your speaking vocabulary or your conversational vocabulary, because there are lots and lots of words in English language, but when you see only 10% of the words are used to speak, or which is called a speaking vocabulary. So it is very limited. So out of 2 lakh words, only 5,000 words are typically, or approximately 5,000 words are typically used in a spoken English, and that also we can cut it down to 2,000 to 3,000 words. So it's not difficult at all guys, it's so easy. You don't have to memorize a dictionary, you just have to understand what is required for you to speak in English to describe things or to describe your ideas or thoughts or experiences or anything which you want to talk about that topic basically. Okay, so if you'll keep listening on general conversational topics, if you keep listening, keep speaking on general conversational topics, you will definitely be able to grab those words, understand those words, and retain that in your memory, because it will be used again and again and again and again, and you'll keep on listening to it. You will be able to remember it. Okay, so don't worry, don't panic. Whatever you are doing is well and good. Start doing that, and you will definitely see a difference in your spoken vocabulary or in your spoken English, okay, or the word power. Okay, now let's take things ahead. I told you to read and listen to stuffs, right? Listening was, I majorly asked you to focus on simple things like kid stories or short stories or cartoons or animated movie clips, etc. Okay, that is all fine. Now this is next level. We should increase our difficulty level now. Now at level 2 reading, I would suggest if you can start reading newspapers. Okay, or if you were reading newspapers at level 1, that is okay, but you can start reading editorials here from newspapers. So editorials are a little difficult. They have complicated vocabularies and complicated structures also, like it's a little difficult to understand. It's not impossible, guys. Start reading editorials. Okay, if you're not able to understand in first attempt, read it twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. There's no harm in doing that, guys, because you have to increase your difficulty level. You have to increase your difficulty level. There's no way out. Okay, so start reading editorials. Start collecting words which is difficult, which you don't know. If that word is too complicated, you can just leave it aside. Just understand in the context what it means, to just understand the article. Otherwise, you can make a note of it and you can start putting it on a sticky note or using it in your own sentences and remembering it. Okay, and pronunciation. These 2 things you have to do while reading out loud with newspapers. Okay. Next, for listening practice, you have to start listening to TED Talks or any chat show or talk shows. Okay, or celebrity talk shows, whatever. If there is a celebrity speech, there's a clip of a celebrity speech, you can listen to that also. So basically you have to listen to things which will help you to understand what the person is saying. So here at this stage you have to start listening to conversations or speeches so that you understand how people talk, what topics they speak on, how they speak on that topic, what vocabulary they use, what sentence structure they use, what sentences they use to express their ideas, and how they speak, the body language, the expressions, etc. So you have to focus on every single thing at this stage, okay, while listening. And you have to include shadowing here. So that is why I've mentioned speeches or talk shows or chat shows wherein you can listen to one person and then you can understand and then you can repeat after them and then you can repeat with them along. Okay, so while listening, you have to listen to everything very carefully. You have to focus on all the aspects which I've just mentioned and then start practicing shadowing. Okay, so start practicing shadowing. And you know what are the rules of shadowing. You have to listen to the sentence carefully, take one sentence at a time, listen to it carefully, repeat it, understand it, repeat it on your own, and once you're comfortable, start repeating it with the person. You can take my videos also. I've come up with a lot of shadowing sessions. You can take up my videos also and you can start shadowing. Okay, so shadow with that person or speak along with that person. But you have to start with speak after me. Okay, when the person is saying, listen to it carefully, memorize it or keep in your memory what they're talking about. Repeat that sentence twice or thrice. Once you're comfortable with that sentence, repeat that with the person, along with that person. That is a shadowing practice. Now, how this is going to help you? This will help you in many ways. Shadowing is a very powerful exercise, guys. We are beginners. We don't know how to speak in English. The tone, the intonation, the rhythm, everything is very important. And if we don't do shadowing, then there will be a mother tongue influence in us. We'll try to speak English in our own mother tongue, the way we speak, right? And that will not sound good. A lot of us, when you listen to people from South India or North India or West or any other place, some people have a little accent, right? And we're able to spot that difference. We feel that, that person is talking in the regional accent, right? So that is the problem. So if you start shadowing with a person who is very comfortable with English and who is fluent in English, if you start repeating after that person, you will not have that problem. It will improve your accent, your tone, rhythm, intonation, and how the language is spoken basically. So everything you will be able to work on it. And this will build your confidence also when you'll start speaking English properly. So you will gain confidence also. So this is the advantage of shadowing. So at this stage, I would suggest listen to speeches, talk shows, or chat shows, right, or TED Talks, and try to understand what the person is saying, how the person is expressing themselves, what are the ideas, what are the vocabulary the person is using to express, what is the topic the person is speaking on, right? And then take each sentence, try to repeat it on your own, and then speak with that person. If you start practicing in this way, you'll start understanding the language and you'll start building up on your fluency as well. You'll start building up on your accent and speech or speaking skills. Okay, so reading newspapers, vocabulary, pronunciation. Again, with listening, you have to listen and understand everything along with the body language and expressions. And then you have to practice shadowing with that person when you're listening to it. Okay, so this is how we'll start off with today on day 6. Do it as many times in a day as you can. Okay, we all love listening to celebrities. We all love listening to our favorites, like, CEO of Facebook. We all have favorites, right? Maybe some like Tatas, some like Birlas, some like Ambanis. So listen to them when they speak in English. A lot of them speak in English, right? Listen to the speeches, go for TED Talks, celebrities, listen to celebrities, right? We all love listening to these kind of people. And there are a lot of other people also we love listening to. Everybody has their own choices. So whoever you love listening to, just tune in to them and listen to their speeches or their talks. Okay. And start working on these exercises. 5 minutes you can choose, and you can listen to 5 minutes, right? Practice shadowing. Then later in the day, whenever you get time, again do that. Again later in the evening, if you get time, you'll do that. Before going to bed, you can do this. Okay, so 3-4 times a day, try to practice this. And it is actually going to benefit you later. And the last one is, of course, grammar exercise. I'm again going to attach the worksheet at the very end so that you can work on some exercises also related to grammar. As I told you, again, I'm telling you, you have to work on articles, you have to work on parts of speech, and you have to work on tenses. These 3 things you have to work on every single day. So till day 15, I'm going to give you this task of working on one exercise every day. Okay, so that in 15 days you will get familiar with all the tenses, with all the articles, and with all the parts of speech, so that when you start speaking in English, you will not make any mistake while constructing a sentence or while speaking a sentence in English on any topic. This is the idea. So grammar exercise also, you have to pick one and you have to do. If you want to continue with Pictionary and Scramble, well and good, you can actually add that also here. Okay. And one more thing I want to say is, guys, if level 1, day 1 to day 5, if you're able to pick up chunks of words and sentences, then only come to day 6. Otherwise, you can take 2 more days to repeat those activities of day 1 to 5 so that you get more confident of using words and chunks of words or familiar with general spoken English words or vocabulary. And once you're comfortable, then jump to day 6. Okay, so this was all about day 6. Are you ready for day 7? So guys, catch you tomorrow. So guys, that's a wrap for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.